Good morning. I'm live in Costa Mesa, California, and it's my birthday. It's also Friday. Good morning and Namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac weather. My name is Witecki. I am the sensei to Sirius joy, here to stand in my heart and walk in the light. It is a pleasure to be of soul service to you. I'm love casting live on this cloudy day in the Temple of Gaia on Friday, May 8th, 2015. Thank God it's Friday. Had to put another line in there. And it's my birthday weekend. Thank God it's my birthday. Thank God or not thank God? Yes, it is. It's good. I'm happy. I definitely am. I'll talk more about that in a minute. As we start the day today, we start off in step 17. Step 17 is where it's time to come to decision. We talked about this yesterday. To sense your sensibilities and decide. 1 + 7 makes 8. To decide, in this case, probably commit to something you want to manifest. So you might be sitting on the edge of committing resources, committing time, committing your heart to someone that you love, committing to more children, committing to creating and manifesting, which is what we're really here to do on Earth, and it's the fun part. That's why I'm a Taurus. I think the most fun thing to do in reality is build stuff out of Legos, right? Even if the Legos are reality, love it, love it, love it. So by the end of the day, you should come to some decision about what your heart is behind or not. Then is technically my birthday period. Step 18 will then rule the day. Step 18 is I love and I decide, which means a commitment, and that leads to 9 and action. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. So by sunset, you likely will come naturally to your decision. Many people probably already have, but you're just kind of holding out, making sure there aren't any last-minute weird things that come in or last-minute information. And definitely understand that. That's why I'm a step 18. I don't like that step 17 back and forth stuff. I like to be ready. I know what I'm going to manifest. Let's do it. To me, that's the fun part. But before we dive into the architecture of your manifestation, let's first tame our brain, shall we, with the phrase of the day. Today I sense my highest good, and I commit to that good. I sense my highest good, and I commit to that good. Now that's really the way to guarantee you're not going to manifest something you don't like. If you really ask and say, I sense my highest good. So in each commitment you're making, well, what's the highest good? Well, the highest good is that we go ahead and get it now and not wait. That's the highest good in some cases. Or the highest good is, well, we don't go into debt. We do wait, whatever. The highest good is what the highest good is for you. So you want to at least check that before you make a decision, before you pull the trigger on what you're going to manifest from the God kitchen. Okay, so what's my highest good? All right, if you're not going to do it, at least you're aware, which gives you more power than pretending to not be. So I sense my highest good, and I commit to that good. I commit to it. I need to stay committed to that. Now, that doesn't mean you're able to get there tomorrow, but you say, I'm committed to it, which means you're going to get there as soon as the universe allows you to get there. And knowing that and accepting that gets you there faster, in my experience. So to keep it clear, no matter what we're manifesting, one more time to keep it in our mind, I sense my highest good today, and I commit to that good. And so it is. I thought so. And by the way, it's because I said so. We'll explain those little variances in the end one day. Today, the architecture of incarnation comes down to step 17, and later, step 18. Now, step 18 is what I'm going to focus today on. That is where we love, step 1, and we decide, step 8, which leads to action. And it turns out that you have to take some sort of action in the matrix in order for things to happen. Now, this is a no-brainer in most cases. You got to get off the couch and go apply for the job. Yeah, true, but when you're actually creating something out of nothing, like an opportunity, like you're saying, oh, I just need an opportunity to get into college, or I just need an opportunity to, buy a car, I just need an opportunity for this. Well, it turns out that you have to do something, at least in the matrix, just for the opportunity, which may mean you write it on paper and you burn it, which may mean you dance around it, which may mean you go exercise and you say during this exercise, I am hereby turning the key. By putting it into motion, you make it happen. So today, and my whole life, step 18, my whole life is about figuring out what you love, deciding that's what it is, and going for it and going for it. Now I'm going to try to get to 20 and 21 in my life because I'm getting tired of just going for it. I think I've already lived out the 18. I'm teaching all the 18 so you can have it for yourself. Now looking at the architecture of incarnation, step 18 really is the point when you're going to decide, are you ready to go higher to the third dimension, or are you going to have to take something back, have to work on something underneath? A lot of people call me slow, for instance, but I get to this point and I say I can't decide because I'm not on the right foundation. And a lot of times I wasn't on the right foundation. That's what I found. I often didn't have the right foundation in place, and I was trying to jump from the 18 higher when I hadn't really focused on 0 through 18. Now, that's kind of just the way visionaries are. So today, you're making a decision. You love and trust, and this is your decision, that from here, it's either up or it's back down to reconstruct and then back here again. And this is ultimately the decision between Friday night and Saturday morning, and then the universe takes that decision and manifests. In other words, brings in resources, brings in people, etc., etc., etc. Now, 28 in the third dimension is when we really passionately, abundantly create it. So you technically have 10 days till step 28 to get everything lined up in your life to make sure this all goes abundant. We'll talk more about that in today's Joy Quest. But first, let's take a look at the chakras and the colors involved.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Well, looking at the colors and chakras, we're in Taurus, which means we are grounded in the orange. Orange is the second chakra, and I manifest. It's also a hybrid of what I am, red, and what I think and feel, yellow. So we manifest what we are and what we think and feel. Those are the ingredients that go into the actual matrix control, and the orange is what is lit up today indeed. Now, adding to the orange, we add 8. 8 is I decide, which comes from our third eye. Basically, Capricorn or I decide energy is us deciding and tying off one vision and pointing to another. So today we add on that kind of vision and where we're going. And once those two are clear, once we're really clear on the orange and we're really clear on the indigo, we go back to red. It's go time, which means you might feel a lot of anxiety or excitement or difficult to sleep after sunset today because Mars clicks in the day. Welcome to my reality, by the way. Everyone who's around me is like, boy, you can't sit still. I'm like, I know, because it always adds up to that red. You know what I mean? Especially once I know and I can't get out and do it. Like, so if my red is retained, I just start to freak out. I have to actually go exercise and run and do things for myself to get that red energy out that's open all the time if I am not in a place to be able to take action on what I'm trying to manifest. So it's one of the hard parts of being me. But today you understand, right? Well, you will at sunset anyways. So now let's look at the timing of everything and what is speaking today in the cosmic clock. And here we are at the cosmic clock. Well, the sun has progressed to step 18 by sunset today. Step 18 is how I love, step 10, and I trust, step 0, and I decide from that loving and trusting what? Well, basically we're in Taurus, so we're deciding what we want to manifest, and what this adds up to is an action. So by sunset, like I said, don't be surprised if you're not ready to jump out of your chair to take action, and you'll see how that action really adds up. It also adds up to our minds. Mercury is at step 9, action. So our mind is ready to take action. That also means we have a hyperactive mind, means we have a hyperactive tongue, we have a hyperactive mouth. You know, we could definitely say things we don't mean today. There's a lot of step 9 energy, a lot of action energy. But wait, folks, there's more. Venus is hyping up our sensitivity. She is now at step 1, Cancer. So Cancer is I feel. Venus is I receive. So we are starting to receive our feelings. And today we're receiving feelings around what we love, step 1. So today you might feel, I don't know, gloominess. You're going to start to feel your feelings around your heart. If you've been ignoring your heart, it might be a surprise what you feel today. If you haven't been ignoring your heart, you'll feel really rich and really tender about that particular issue. If your heart is happy, like mine is today for my birthday, you'll feel really richly happy, which is good. Whatever it is, I think Venus at step 1 Cancer is very rich, and it's telling of where the heart is. So listen to Venus today and see what you receive. Mars is at step 27. There's more 9 again. 2 plus 7 makes 9. And even though the mind is ready to act and the sun has decided to act, right, or the heart has, it's actually Mars that gets up off the couch to act. It's that part of ourself. And the formula for action today is if you feel it 2, and if you sense it's not stupid 7, then go ahead and act. So our jackass is ready to act as soon as we give the word from the royal king or queen, which is your inner child if you don't know. So we are ready to act. Now all this action energy might make you a little anxious. You might need to get on the treadmill. You might need to get it out. And that's my secret. I have to get it out. I have to get on the treadmill. I have to get this energy out when it gets a little too extreme. So from one person who lives in the step 18, go walk the dog, if nothing else, to get that energy out today. It'll help you, and you'll be grateful you didn't do something stupid. That's what I used to do. Is usually do something stupid, act out, say too much, that sort of thing. So the moon today is in Capricorn. That's good. That now pulls it into more of a conservative vibration. And emotions in Capricorn will literally cross Pluto today. In fact, the moon crosses Pluto exactly at the same time. The timing is precisely, I looked this up, exactly at the same time that the sun clicks to step 18. So the sun clicks to step 18 and click, the moon crosses Pluto. Amazing. Which means basically that's your time up. So something will probably give us a hard time up. Everyone will have time's up. That means someone will need the answer. You'll have to speak up. You'll have to make a move. You'll miss a bus. There'll probably be a hard deadline just because that moon is crossing Pluto at the exact moment the sun clicks to step 18. It also means that at step 18, it's party time, because when the moon crosses Pluto, you are basically releasing the emotional attachment to the past. So once you make this decision, whatever it is, you will feel free of the past. And Pluto is here to go recycle all that energy. And that's at 6:15 p.m. Eastern time, by the way, that happens. And the sun goes to my birthday, step 18, 6:15 Eastern, 3:15 Pacific. Now, at the same time, the moon is also trining the sun with this vibration. So Pluto and the sun, they are talking to each other. The sun's at step 18, Pluto's at step 15. So as you make this decision in your life to manifest, you are literally making some hard lines in your reality, Pluto and Capricorn, the laws of your reality and how your country runs. So your United States of awareness will change in how it's going to be a happy country or a not happy country by today's decision to manifest or not manifest something via this trine. And then the moon is also squaring Uranus. All right? The moon squaring Uranus means our emotions are uncertain and fearful of the Uranus and Aries consequence. What's the Uranus and Aries consequence? Well, Uranus actually is also at a decision to stand strong to who you are. So technically, you must be strong to who you are as you make this decision in reality. If you don't, you will feel this horrible square energy come upon you. Now, if you are actually strong to yourself, you still may feel the horrible square energy. The square energy is actually fears coming up, and it's likely fears of the unknown. That's because Uranus has progressed enough now in Aries to say to us, hey, it is time to be clear, decide, and act on what we decide. So Uranus is at step 18 as well. So it's going to be a powerful decision based on our characters, and it's going to take you knowing that you're being strong, knowing that it feels new to you, knowing that this is a whole new you, knowing that you're a hyper dog because there's a lot of Aries energy, and not blowing it. Again, welcome to being me. No, I'm just kidding. I love being me. So let's look at the Tower of Truth. First of all, today Mars is at step 27 and the Sun is at 18. And they're a beautiful step differential today of 9. Now, if you've been watching, they've been a step differential of 10 for several days now. But on go day, they become step differential 9. By the way, they go back to step differential 10 tomorrow. Is that not crazy? You know what I mean? I love watching this ballet. So we are manifesting by taking action today, and Mars and the Sun are working together. So let's take a sneak peek at Saturn Day. On Saturday, we wake up with step 18 ruling the day, and Mars will have progressed to step 28. That means we will be creating our reality. What we feel and what we've decided today is what will come. Like I said, the step differential moves back to 10 because the Sun begins at step 18 at that point, and then moves at 19. So we get this like back and forth. Now the moon will be in Capricorn tomorrow, but it moves into Aquarius tomorrow night. So if things have been super heavy for you, they will lighten up here as the moon moves into Aquarius on Saturday night. Forgive me in this, there's like World War II planes flying over right now, which I'm getting like a little like, whoa, this is what it was like to be in Southern California in 1941. But there's some sort of parade, so I apologize for the noise, but we got to keep moving here. So Saturday, it is about basically step 18, we're acting on that decision that we have, and we're going to be ready to move it into gear. Saturday night, you're basically manifesting that decision and moving forward with that decision, but the moon is in Aquarius on Saturday night, so you're feeling detached. It's not such a big deal like that airplane just now was. Then on Sunday, which is Mother's Day, welcome to my life again. I always share my birthday with Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, it is a day of productivity. Step 19 is what rules the day when we wake up. So it will feel very fertile, very productive, very spring. We will feel life rejuvenating. We're back with our mothers. I think it's fascinating. We're often on Mother's Day in this day where we're feeling very much fertile and we're feeling our legacy, which are all very Taurus energies. And I would say on Sunday we'll be feeling those very Taurus energies. The one thing I will point out is that Mars is at step 29. So everything you've manifested, you might feel a little bit as to in jeopardy as into, could fall apart or whatever. But the moon is in Aquarius on Sunday on Mother's Day, so we're all still very cool, detached like, behaving in church, even though we might be feeling a little crazy inside with the Mars 29, right? So I know that's a lot, but I'm going to give you today in a Joy Quest a phrase that'll keep you through the whole weekend and all of that manifestation. Let's take a look at today's Joy Quest. Today's Joy Quest, should you choose to accept it, is commit to the good life. Now that shouldn't be too hard, eh? Well, I don't know, when you get in the moment, are you going to go cheap on yourself or are you going to commit to the good life? And speaking here from a Taurus, the good life does not necessarily mean expensive. It means good. So I said earlier in the show, we were kind of taming our brain to be on the lookout for our highest good. Well, commit to the good life. Commit to what is good, what feels good, and creating a reality of good. There should be no bad, there should be no compromise. And I'm not saying you get absolutely everything you want, but I'm saying your heart shouldn't feel like it had to take one for the team, all right? If you're having to take one for the team, you're not doing it right. You can actually have and commit to the good life and get what you're trying to manifest with that person. There's a way around it. So commit to the good life. Make sure it feels good. Make sure you feel good being you in that life, and make sure you feel like it's good to be in that life. And that's what I recommend for the entire weekend. Now, for those who are watched over my personal Sensei network, and I have to say hello to all the new subscribers. It's wonderful to be of soul service. At 9:09 today, I will give you a real quick synopsis of what you need to commit to over the weekend. Then at 11:11 a.m., I'm going to let you know what is dying today as the moon crosses Pluto, exactly as we move to step 18. So what is dying? What part of you are you letting go? Then at 3:03 p.m., I'll help you out with when it comes to staying strong. Remember I mentioned Uranus in Aries with the square? Well, there's one place you need to stay strong no matter what. So I'll tell you the place to be stubborn and stay strong all weekend long. And if you'd like to join my personal Sensei network, that would make a great birthday gift to both of us. Come on down to SiriusJoy.me. We can get you up and running by Monday, depending if you're watching this Friday or not. We need about 36 hours. So let's move on to today's telepathy. We're looking at Tauruses, famous Tauruses, and the theme today is Taurus comedians. I thought I'd choose Taurus comedians on my birthday show. All these comedians are male Tauruses in this case, and they are super funny. And I think that's one of the natures of Taurus, is that we have the ability to be funny. I know sometimes I can be funny looking, in the morning anyways. So which of these Taurus legends of comedy am I thinking about and sending to your brain? Is it number 1, comedian Jerry Seinfeld, who's a Taurus? Number 2, comedian George Carlin, who's a Taurus? Or number 3, comedian George Lopez, who's also a Taurus? Which one of these Taurus comedians am I thinking about? From my temple to yours, I'll have the answer right after this. Namaste. Namaste. What's the difference between lust and love? We get them confused. We talk about love and we date, but what does it really take to find love? I can tell you. Introducing Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. You send us your date of birth, we send you a custom video that's all about you. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets today. Available online at secretsofbirthdays.com.
SoulGarden.tv.
And welcome back to Namaste today. So for the answer to today's telepathy, I'm thinking of a male Taurus comedian who made us all laugh. Which of these, all Tauruses, am I thinking of? Is it number 1, comedian Jerry Seinfeld, 2, George Carlin, or 3, George Lopez? And the answer is George Carlin, who I was so delighted to know was a Taurus. In fact, a master Taurus. He trumps my step 18. He's a step 21. Step 21s tend to be teachers, and boy was he a teacher. I love how brilliant he was at teaching. I always admired how smart he was. I always appreciated he was pointing out those things in society that pissed me off too. One of my favorite George Carlin quotes kind of goes out to people who are atheists and don't believe in God. He says, "May the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house." That would be like a blessing for an atheist. He's a genius. So may he reincarnate in peace. I love George Carlin, step 21 Taurus. Now let's move on to today's rock and roll gospel. Now I do all this because I believe that love, laughter, and song are the 3 ingredients. You want to be happy? We'll have you laugh today. Have you sung a song, right? Have you loved yourself, done something for yourself? And I always try to pick a song. So we're in the Taurus division of that, and today I thought I would choose someone in tribute with my own birthday. You probably already know I've spoken about him, Billy Joel, who was also born May 9th, also a step 18 Taurus, born May 9th, 1949. And I've always loved his music. I've always resonated deep with it. I had no idea he was a Taurus when I was resonating with it. I learned astrology a little bit later in life before I had a passion for music. So a lot of this is pleasant surprise. But I thought the best song that I would say would come from a Taurus's heart is this one, Just the Way You Are. Loving you just the way you are. That's so Taurus. We do try to love people just the way they are. So put on a little Billy Joel and love yourself just the way you are this weekend, all right? But before you go rock and roll with Billy Joel, let's take a look at the modes of each of your brothers and sisters and a special soul vitamin. This is a birthday soul vitamin. One from my heart to yours. This one is based on the Uranus and Aries transit, where to stay strong. So for each of the 12 signs, where to stay strong this weekend, no matter what. Remember, something's got to stay still if you're manifesting something else, right? You got to hold still on one thing if you're going to manifest something else. So this is your tent pole. This is where you want to dig in the 11 steps to Sirius joy, starting with the hidden step, step 0, the Scorpios. Scorpio, sunny and serious today, but I recommend you must stay committed to your daily lifestyle and the changes that you have committed to making in your daily life. That includes health as well, Scorpio. Step 1, the Leos, sunny and hyper aware of their reality, but right now you want to stay committed to your beliefs and your life's true purpose and what you believe you should be doing. So follow that right now, Your Majesty. Step 2, the Cancers, sunny and sentimental today, but you want to stay committed to your future plans at large and your career agenda. That might be a change in career, but stay committed if you're committed to changing, all right? Step 3, the Sagittariuses, sunny and quite productive today, but you want to stay committed to your heart's hopes and personal dreams. So stay committed to your hopes and dreams, all right? Step 4, the Aquarians, cloudy but strong today and through the weekend, especially on Saturday night, the moon's in your sign. But you want to stay committed to your recent decisions and the contracts you have made with others. So stick with those contracts. No ducking out right now, Aquarius. Step 5, the Geminis. Cloudy but feeling rather sharp. But you want to stay committed to your social ambitions right now and the title or respect you are seeking from the world. Stick to that mission. Step 6, the Librans, cloudy, nesting, and resting this weekend, but you want to stick to your marriage vows, which are the vows to yourself, and to the partnership promises you have made right now. Step 7, the Pisces, sunny and social right now and through the weekend, but you want to stick to your self-confidence, the things you do know you're good at, and the revenue streams that you have committed to. So no change in jobs at this moment, or changing revenue streams anyways. Step 8, the Capricorns. Sunny and cool at the moon in their sign for most of the weekend, but you want to stay committed to your home, family, and foundation promises. So whatever you've committed to with home, better stick there. Step 9, the air eye. I want to make something that rhymes with them. The air eye. Sunny and professional today, but you want to definitely stick to your new behavior and the new charisma you've recently launched at your birthday. So this new you that came out, stick to it. Do not go back on that. Step 10, the birthday Tauruses, sunny and passionate. But Taurus, you want to stick to your inner faith and your determination. You see, God, they call us stubborn, but you make us stick to it. You make us. Step 11's the Virgos, sunny and childlike today, but you want to stick to your self-trust and your own transformative plans. And that's what it is. Virgos also have a reputation for being stubborn, but you see, God's telling them to be strong inside, not budge. That's what we're being told to do. So moving on to Lightwalker Parade. Hey, be kind. And please be kind and do subscribe to YouTube. We appreciate that. If you want to be our friend on Facebook, you can come on down to soulgarden.me. And if you'd like to purchase a reading for my birthday, this reading sale goes on for one more week only. It's a way you can say happy birthday to me and give a gift to you that keeps on giving, at least one more time, a follow-up reading for the price of a 1-hour reading. Also, you can sign up any time in the month for the Sirius Joy Personal Sensei service. It's like getting little candy in your phone at 11:11 to 3:03. It's all candy, but those two are really good. And of course, I have to say, I love you. I do. I appreciate you. Thanks for all of the a great year. Thanks for watching. I was off the air for a while. I transformed into Namaste today. A year ago, I was doing soul horoscopes on a weekly basis. Now, a year later, it's Namaste today. And I'm so grateful. So I wouldn't be anywhere if someone wasn't watching. And thank you for reflecting me. I appreciate it. And I hope I reflect you. Have a great weekend. I know I intend to. And I'll see you on Monday. The sun will come out, I'm sure, but we're going to have fun anyways. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be. This is just so ironic.
soulgarden.tv.
And don't forget to commit to the good life. See you on Monday.